to take the journey of a lifetime, of our time, of all times. Today we feature some of the most remote locales known to humankind. Fishing bergs that can only be reached by air or sea, and communities who welcome outsiders for a short time each year before Mother Snow, Sister Wind, Brother Darkness, and Father Whale reclaim these frigid waters. This is Beyond Your Backyard, and this is Alaska, the Inside Passage.
Beyond Your Backyard is being brought to you in part by the following.
Sky Vacations. Bespoke journeys across Europe, Asia, Africa, Latin America, and the Middle East. Sky Vacations, your gateway to global destinations. Let us get you there.
My name is Erik Hastings. Yeah, that's me. And for as long as I can remember, I've always loved to travel, and I still do today. But you know what I've learned? There's so much more that brings us together than divides us. Which is why I've made it my mission to do the very same things you can do, but to take you beyond the experiences, to uncover the soul of every place we visit. Let me introduce you to the people, the places, and the secrets that remind us how exciting it is to share with one another, to understand one another, and to realize just how connected we really are. I am Erik the Travel Guy, and this is Beyond Your Backyard. Thanks for watching, and welcome back. Let's make today the very day that you draw that proverbial line in the sand, take the bull by the horns, and really start living. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do, because this is Alaska. Here's what we know. Alaska is the biggest state in the United States. We're talking 663,267 square miles big. And it's home to the highest point in North America. That would be Mount Denali in Denali National Park. What I learned on this trip is that Alaska's coastline is incredibly long. In fact, it's 50% of the entire United States coastline. Speaking of which, we made our way to Ketchikan to catch the spirit of how a real crab boat operates in the Bering Sea. See what I did there? Catch. Catch this next segment.
Okay, if we're fishing for golden king crab, remember I told you we're going deep. Sometimes down to a half mile deep. Ellen, I don't necessarily like. These are box crab, BOX, and they're pretty close relative to the king crab. They're really hard to catch, and I think they're by far the coolest crabs you can catch. I mean, once closed and once open, they're like trails.
Everything in the ocean protects itself, right? So he breathes through those holes pretending to be a rock, but they're not really holes. Look at it. They're shapes in the leg. So it takes two legs, so that crab can survive breathing through those holes.
This is a tanner crab. This is a paradise tanner. There's also an Ophelio out there, okay? But you're gonna know these guys as the all-you-can-eat snow crab, right? The Alaska snow crab. There's 15 crab in the state of Alaska. There's the reds, the blues, and there's these guys, the golden.
Frankly, this is a must-do tour. It was informative, fascinating, and stunningly beautiful in every direction. And in case you are wondering, the crab from these waters are out of this world delicious, which is why you need to meet my friend Tracy.
Tracy LaBarge, owner.
You see, all she had to do is say her name and people start cheering. She's the owner of Tracy's King Crab Shack in Juno. All right, so what happens?
So you're gonna take your leg out.
Okay.
We've made it easy for you by splitting the inside. So
Oh, wow.
the inside's smooth,
Okay, so this
outside's picky,
You're right.
pointy. So we just bring it inside. I like to personally break it at the joints
Okay. Some people do, some people don't. What? Oh my. Okay, all right.
and just pull out a nice big piece that you can try. Have some butter
It's
for
like
you.
magic. Oh,
There you
thank
go.
Does it need the butter?
Not really.
You don't think so?
I don't eat it with butter. Go
Well, we
ahead
gotta
and
try it. You gonna try it? Come on, now we're
Awesome.
gonna do this together.
It's been a while.
Oh,
Pretty good.
that doesn't need butter.
No,
Wait a
it's very
minute.
sweet, very buttery already.
Are these steamed?
They're brined.
They are
So,
brined.
yeah.
Okay.
So when king
That's
crab,
amazing.
when king crab's caught, they do brine it and store it, freeze it,
Well, they do.
and that's how we get it. So, but we just steam it. It doesn't even touch water.
All right. How many different types of crabs do we eat? I mean, this is. I'm totally out of my. I'm out of my depths here. Yes, I said it. How many different ones?
Well, in Alaska, we have 3 types of king crab. So we have blue king crab, we have red king crab, which is the most popular.
That's the one everyone knows.
Yep. And then we have brown king crab, which tastes awesome as well, mostly around here in this area.
Got it.
But it's really spiny, so it's a lot harder to eat.
Got
So
it.
we don't serve it as much.
And is this the easiest to eat?
This is the easiest to eat, and this is what they catch the most of. It's the largest. And then we have Dungeness crab, we have snow crab, and snow crab has different species. So it has a Peleo, Barradai, Tanner.
What do we do with this? Because
So
this
this
is
is
going to
my-
come with my bucket.
This is my Z-cut. This is my little tool.
This is your tool. Oh, you designed this?
Yeah, I actually, I own this patent.
You did. Yeah, I was going to say. People don't. A lot of
And you
people
just
don't know.
kind of use it like this.
And there's not always a line out the door, but like there is. Like the people just line up.
But it goes really fast. So once you get in line and you order right here at the counter, then there's a seat for you as soon as your food's ready, and you can sit down and enjoy. Grab a table with a friend. You meet people from all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
You'll notice that we yell people's name and where they're from, and it's kind of an icebreaker because you're sitting at a table with people you don't know. It's sometimes uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So then it's a talking point.
Oh my gosh.
So-
This is so cool.
So these ones I just put in about 5 minutes ago. It's going to take about 10, 15 minutes to cook the whole thing in there.
And they start frozen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These start frozen.
So
That's
which one is
snow
this?
crab right there.
That's snow, right?
Yeah.
But what's interesting to me is that you're really bringing like the family aspect to it.
Yeah.
Just by virtue of your location size.
You are.
You become part of that in a small way.
You do. And actually, most of my employees are family.
What?
So a lot of my employees have worked for us for many, many, many years. And every year we have another member of the family and another member of the family.
Yeah. Thanks for this.
Yeah.
I really appreciate this.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice of you.
Appreciate you guys coming.
Yeah. Now, I can tell you for certain that king crab was delicious without a drop of butter. You see, Juno feels like the most modern and tourist ready. You can see the gift shops in full view as you walk down the main street. The tour buses are gassed up and ready to take you where you want to go, and the restaurants and breweries are open, competing for your attention with deals, fun atmosphere, and lively music. 1,800 feet above Juno is where we're headed. At the top of this mountain, you'll find hiking trails, totem poles, a gift shop, nature center, coffee shop, and an incredible bald eagle. But let's be real, this short jaunt up the mountain is all about this, the view. And it just doesn't get any better than that. This tramway is open between the months of May and September, but enough from me. Just take in some of that natural Alaska beauty. As marvelous as this is, there is another natural wonder near Juno that is not to be missed. But that's just it. One day you will miss it, because it's slowly disappearing every year. It's melting thanks to rising temperatures. This is Mendenhall Glacier. Nearly 12 miles from downtown Juneau is a glacier that is, well, at least it was measured to be 13.6 miles long and part of the federally protected Tongass National Forest, it looms large over the Mendenhall Valley. The lake it created thanks to its recession shimmers at its foot. And whatever you do, be sure to take the short walk to the waterfall. Simply gorgeous. All right, let's talk transportation for just a moment. On this episode, we decided to sail with Holland America. Why? Because they've been sailing in Alaska for more than 75 years, and they're really good at it. Now, you can fly here, and you can kind of drive here, but I say for the ultimate Alaska experience, take a cruise. Ooh, plus the coffee's really good, and so's the herring. It's not easy getting to see the Inside Passage of Alaska, which is why the greatest friend to Inside Passage tourism is the cruise ship. An Alaska cruise is at the top of many bucket lists because a cruise here solves just about every logistical issue that may come up. From the moment you step on board to the second you step to and from the ports of call, the cruise lines have thought of everything. And the competition is fierce. Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and many others all sail here. We chose what we would soon learn is the jewel of the Inside Passage cruise liners. That would be the Koningsdam from Holland America. And the captain was kind enough to let us take a quick peek around his office. That would be the bridge. As James Brown would say, take me to the bridge. It doesn't really matter how you get here, how long you're going to be here. When you're here, it's extremely important that you get out on the water to this. Breathtaking. The natural beauty here is simply stunning. And nestled in a picturesque valley is the charming enclave of Skagway. For some, an afternoon train ride is perfectly in order. For others, learning about cultural heritage is an excellent way to spend the day. You can also pan for gold or meet a whole team of dog sled puppies. Skagway is one of my most favorite places in Alaska. After all, it is the gateway to the Klondike. I'm sorry, what? What'd you say? I said this water is very loud. You want more beautiful pictures of Alaska? No problem. Welcome to Glacier Bay. Our ship spent the afternoon getting pretty close to some of the most beautiful landscapes I've ever seen. We saw seals, sea lions, humpback whales, and after all that nature, we saw the bartender at the Crow's Nest for a German mulled wine. My friend Melissa and I got to talking about the processing of Alaskan salmon. So, back in Juno, I took a tour of Taku. So, this is where the fish start, right? They come here. Well, who brings them, by the way? Are these local fish? Are these your guys? Who are these fishermen?
90% of our fishermen are all local in the Juno, Haines area.
Got it.
And we buy mostly from our gillnet fleet and trollers. Trollers are strictly just hook and line, and that's kind of the premium product. The gillnetters do a great job. They're a little bit higher volume, got a lot less waste, a longer shelf life.
What happens at this stage?
Okay, well, all the fish, once it comes off the boat, is held out in chilled tanks. And then they're just gravity fed into here. The tanks are higher up, so they're gravity fed with water, sluiced into the box where it's elevated onto a table.
Got it.
And then from the table, you just put one fish on each peg. It comes through, the head gets cut off.
No way.
And then the head drops out. We save the heads, and we try to utilize as much of the fish as possible. So we save the heads and the entrails, and we mix that together at a ratio for pet food consumption.
Pet food, got it.
After the head comes off, then of course the neck is all exposed, and there's really two parts in the head where the entrails are connected. So you see this little blade down there goes inside and cuts that.
How many of these are they doing like in a minute?
Do about 50 a minute.
What?
Yeah.
They're doing one every 1.2 seconds?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. What kind of fish?
We do all 5 species of salmon here.
Okay.
The largest
Which
ones, we do kings, which are Chinook, Kita, sockeye, which is also known as red, and then pinks, and coho, or
coho.
silver salmon.
Okay, got it.
And we also do halibut. We do a lot of halibut, black cod.
Right.
So after the fish is all cleaned, through here we have vacuum tubes to suck up any residual thing. It gets rinsed and then inspected again and then graded. So this is the grading area.
Grading.
We look at every fish inside and out. You know, some fish have a cut in them or a bruise in them, so they'll go to a different thing. And you know, each fish is valuable. It just depends on what you're going to use it for.
Then where do they go?
And we put them in the fish on the racks to go into the freezer, or we run them into fresh pack, which is shipping for airlines or shipping to a restaurant locally or to a cruise ship. But most of it, probably 90% of it, gets frozen, put into a box, and into a shipping container from there. A lot of it goes down into holding areas in lower 48, in Washington State mostly. Some of it goes overseas, Belgium, into a holding area where it's then distributed to the different customers at that point.
Are there fish hanging out frozen right now?
Oh yeah.
Can we see them?
Sure.
What is this? What am I looking at?
These are chum salmon. You call it chum salmon or Kita salmon.
Okay.
A lot of this gets turned into like seasoned flakes that you shake on rice.
Got it.
And the roe out of this is premium roe. It's
Oh, really?
The uglier the fish, the better the roe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. This is something that you would see, I would recognize in the store, right?
Yeah, these are sockeye or red salmon. These were caught in the Senisham Fishing District, which is about an hour down from here. These were delivered this morning. This will probably go to a smokehouse.
You have a cool job.
Yeah. So yeah, we cover them all in ice before we put them in the freezer. That way it doesn't take so long to freeze.
Right.
So we can have them down to -10 in about 4 hours.
Can I touch them? Like this?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
It's a little gross, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can show you where we're freezing at. There we go.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's incredible.
And then for the gift shop, we produce all that over here.
Can I ask you, what are you working on?
This is sockeye.
Okay.
Right, so these were swimming yesterday.
Wow.
Brought them in, dressed them head and gut, and we filleted them. And so now we're cutting them into strips. We're going to put them in a little bit of a brine solution for 40, 45 minutes. Pull them out. We're going to smoke them for a couple of hours.
Okay.
And then they'll be cut into strips and put into chunks and put in jars.
Got it.
And we can it. We pressure cook them.
You pressured. Oh, okay.
So basically the scales and the bones are going to just sort of disintegrate.
They'll just go into the,
And
okay.
now you get these lovely little pieces of wild-caught Alaskan sockeye that's smoked, and we ship those all over the world.
How do you, how are they meant to be eaten? Chilled?
Straight out of the jar.
Straight out of the jar. Room temperature or
Room
what?
temperature, yeah.
Really?
I like a little saltine cracker and a slice of jalapeno on mine, but I'm a spicy kind of guy.
We heard that about you before we got here.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah, so,
Glad I didn't disappoint
you
you.
did not disappoint. That's,
All this wild-caught Alaskan seafood that we produce here is just, it's the best in the world.
I think we better go try some before we leave. Thank you for this.
Oh, you're very welcome.
It's cool. So we're going smoked white king salmon.
Yeah.
Right out of the jar.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, look at this. You're right, I can see the sheen off that oil right off the top.
Yeah.
That looks incredible. Oh my gosh. Oh, cheers, man. Thanks for this. Dude, that's fantastic.
You can take that home with you if you want.
Thank you. That's okay, bro.
Back on board the ship, the executive chef was kind enough to show us how the ship takes in fresh fish from Alaska, cleans it, and prepares it for its passengers.
Chef, this is an amazing fish. This is huge.
Yes.
This is salmon, right?
Yes.
Can I pick him up?
Yes.
Really? Oh my gosh, Chef. This guy's amazing.
Yes.
This is awesome. You cleaned him up a little bit too, right?
Yes. Yeah, we removed the scales and we just cut it inside through and we just removed all the intestine.
So now what?
I'm going to show you how to fillet the fish.
Perfect. Okay, got it.
Oh yeah, just go around like this. A very important thing, make sure you have a very sharp knife.
Sharp knife. Okay.
So now we're going to start from the head.
Well, you make it look so easy, Chef.
So you have to go a little bit deep like this. Then you can see already the bones are here.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So now you see the middle of the fish. So this
Yeah.
is where the middle bone stays inside.
And you don't want to get in there.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow. That's amazing.
So we normally use this belly part for the stalks.
That's something I've always been amazed by, how ships really don't waste. Good kitchens don't waste, but
Yes, we try not to waste anything.
oh wow. It just looks prettier and prettier every step. You know, you complete, you say, oh my gosh, we do this one thing, we do this.
The king salmon, the bones are really hard and thick. So that's why you just go way deep
Okay.
So what you do is you just go a little bit deep inside like this.
Yeah, you can't do, because you're gonna have to make that V. Yeah, you can't do that with that broad stroke. That's a little surgical. That looks awesome.
So then now you're gonna start pushing it. Now this should be around like a 10 ounce.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So now I have the pan hot ready. So I'm gonna start marinating the salmon first.
Okay.
So let's go with a little bit of fresh pepper.
A little pepper. Yep.
Okay, then we have this salt.
Oh, wow. Any kind of oil, olive oil, what do you?
Just an olive oil. It's always nice to use a fresh lemon.
Yeah.
Just put a little bit of fresh lemon. Okay, now I have the pan here. You always start with the skin side first.
How hot is that pan, chef?
You can touch it. What you're gonna do, I'm gonna crush some garlic. I'm gonna throw some garlic inside. The garlic always has a beautiful flavor. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm also have some fresh herbs dried down here. So I'm gonna grab some fresh thyme. The thyme is a beautiful herb. You know, you don't have to really chop it. You just put the whole thyme inside. So now you can smell.
Yeah.
Oh, you can cook,
yeah, you can smell it. Oh my God.
So that's the flavor of the herb. Then you just turn, make sure the skins get a little bit crispy. Then you turn it on. Then you're gonna throw a little bit of butter.
Nice.
Because the butter, make sure you have to always put it at the end, because you don't want to put it in the beginning. Then it's gonna start burning it. Then you just scroll around. Then you get all the flavors inside. Then you get a little bit of the. So that's how you cook the salmon.
That's how you do it.
Now this one, what you're gonna do is now we're gonna flash it in the oven now. Here we go. It's right over here.
Look at this. Look at this.
Gonna be around a little bit. Okay, then the final one, we have the rice noodles. What I have here, you know, it gives a nice crunch taste as well when you're having it your salmon together. Then, like I said, there's olive oil.
Oh wow!
A little bit around.
Look at this.
And we have a little bit of lilies.
Come on now. That's incredible. Everybody has to do this. Good to meet you, chef.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
It's rare, but every now and again I'm at a loss for words. I mean, how am I supposed to describe what I'm feeling when I'm standing in the presence of such a life-giving, life-affirming, natural wonder? I guess that's why they call it breathtaking. What I can tell you is this: Alaska is so magnificent, so spectacular, so big, that it will gladly welcome you and yours with plenty of space on your next great adventure that perhaps may just change your life forever. I'm Erik the Travel Guy. Thank you for exploring beyond your backyard.
You got salmon juice on your
Lens there. Whoopsie daisy. Well, am I going to eat or am I going to starve to death? I got war wounds.
I made it easy for you.
Yeah, I know.
Bleeding?
Uncanny. Just uncanny.
whatever you want to say.
They really do that.
Randy, we've been out here on the Bering Sea for a week, and we still don't have a good cold open for the Alaska episode. What is going on?
I'll tell you, Captain, we're doing our best.
Your best is not good enough, sailor.
Hey, Erik. Erik. Hey, man. Sorry about that, Captain. I was just looking for the bathroom.
Hey, see that cruise ship next to us? Yeah, that's probably what you belong to.
Think I belong over there?
Yeah.
Sky Vacations. Bespoke journeys across Europe, Asia, Africa, Latin America, and the Middle East. Sky Vacations, your gateway to global destinations. Let us get you there.